Manimekalai, Mahua Moitra, Mohammad Zubair, Nupur Sharma, Umesh Kohle, Kanhaiya Lal. Now, these are some of the names that have been dominating the news cycle for the last few weeks. All of them have hurt sentiments of somebody. The last two, Umesh and Kanhaiya, were killed allegedly for hurt sentiments. Sentiments of the Hindu Yuva Vahini and many on social media were hurt when documentary filmmaker Leena depicted goddess Kali in a particular way. Trinamool Congress MP Mahua Moitra hurt people's sentiments when she spoke of the goddess being worshipped in multiple forms at a conclave. The now expelled BJP spokesperson Nupur Sharma, as we know, hurt a lot of sentiments when she made controversial statements on the Prophet on national television. Mohammad Zubair, journalist, co-founder of Alt News, currently under arrest for one tweet and alleged FCRA violations, has been hurting sentiments for some time now. Defending the FIR against him, the Solicitor General told the Supreme Court that Bajrang Muni was a respected Mahant in Sitapur whose followers were hurt by a tweet of Zubair calling him a hate monger. Now, the tweet had a video of Bajrang Muni threatening to kidnap and rape Muslim women, but nobody was hurt by that. Sentiments are getting hurt a lot these days, and this is not to say that they didn't get hurt previously. Listing them out together is also not to brush aside the context that comes with each of these cases, but just to illustrate for you the cesspool we are getting caught in. 2 people have died, tragic and, mind you, brutal deaths for sharing posts on social media. I just want to delve a little bit into the facts here. On your left is 54-year-old chemist Umesh Kohle, murdered in Amravati in Maharashtra on the 21st of June. On the right is 40-year-old tailor Kanhaiya Lal, beheaded in Udaipur, Rajasthan on the 28th of June. Killed a week apart, the two men don't know each other. But a commonality here is that both Kohle and Lal allegedly shared posts on social media in support of Nupur Sharma before they were killed. The National Investigation Agency has taken over both these cases, and UAPA, which is the Stringent Unlawful Activities Prevention Act, has been applied against the accused because the agency believes that the killings were meant to terrorize people. Now, we have a series on UAPA, and when it's applied, you could see the first episode and get a really good idea.
7 people have been arrested in the case of Kohle, who was stabbed in the back of his neck while driving home in his scooter. The arrested and accused include one Irfan Khan, the alleged mastermind, his friends who carried out the attack, and a veterinarian, Yusuf, who shared Kohle's message on WhatsApp groups, urging others to take action. In the case of the beheading of Kanhaiya Lal with a cleaver in broad daylight, again, 7 men have been arrested. The 2 main accused who committed the act of murder are Muhammad Riaz Atari and Ghaus Mohammed. There is some context in the case of Lal's brutal death that is vital. He too shared a Facebook post in support of Nupur Sharma's remarks. Lal was arrested when a group of Muslims filed a police complaint against him. On June 15th, 4 days after his arrest, he told the police that the post was shared by mistake by his son. He asked the police for protection, claiming that he was receiving threats. The police claimed they intervened. They helped the 2 communities reach an amicable agreement, after which Lal signed a statement saying that he didn't need police assistance anymore. Clearly he did. The brutality of the crime, almost ISIS-like, is further underscored by the horrifying fact that Riaz and Ghaus, the 2 accused, recorded the beheading on their mobile phones and posted a video boasting about it, and threats to others, including the Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Nupur Sharma. The 2 have been arrested under UAPA. Both Udaipur and Amravati cases have one more thing in common. They have been carried out by local men, plain civilians. Nothing extraordinary about them except the crime they have committed. In the aftermath of both these cases, conspiracy and international linkages were suggested. None have been found in the Amravati case. In the Udaipur beheading, the Rajasthan government has said that Ghaus Muhammad had links with the Pakistan based Dawat-e-Islami. He visited Karachi in 2014 and that, quote, for the last 2 to 3 years, he was making calls to 8 to 10 phone numbers of Pakistan, end quote. Dawat-e-Islami has been linked by the police to incidents of violence and crime in India before. It has not been banned.
In the legacy media, of which I have been a part, so I know some of these things, you will find many conversations about a Pakistani handler, NIA sources, international linkages, and a larger conspiracy at play. There are photographs of the Udaipur accused Riaz with some of the local BJP leaders being garlanded, etc. Now, the party says that these are just random photographs because anyone really can take photographs. But media organizations, via sources, are suggesting that the photographs are a plot to sneak into the BJP's Rajasthan unit. Security experts, the ones you see on TV, are slugging it out without any attribution. News 18, attributing to NIA sources, say that the accused have confessed to speaking with Pakistani handlers during interrogation. And Hindustan Times, via its internal security experts, is saying that neither Atri nor Ghaus Muhammad have confessed anything that would suggest a larger conspiracy to target the BJP. So I'm saying let's chalk it all up to the noise for now. We've listed the facts and facts here only. But I want to end on a slightly reflective note and a somber one because this has been on my mind. Often when I come to think of facts, I realize that facts sometimes don't cut ice with many of you. Perceptions, sentiments, hurt sentiments, feelings are so strong that fact-based narratives sometimes feel like lacking muscle and strength. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not dithering at all to our commitment to facts and fact-based journalism. But the truth also for all of us to realize here is that the cycle of hurt sentiments is now an endless one. And it's fed by many loose tongues, not just Nupur Sharma's, as the Supreme Court observed. Hurt sentiments had of course triggered outrage and violence, but leading to brutal deaths. I'll leave it here. If you've been watching, thank you for your time. I urge you to share this video with a friend or a family member or on those WhatsApp groups that often contribute to a lot of noise and not enough to news and information. Remember, you can always contribute to Newsworthy to help us do more independent and fact-based, fact-focused, fact-first work. The link to contribute is in our bio if you're watching this on Instagram, and it is in the description if you're watching us on YouTube. I'll see you again very soon.